what you see now here is on the very top that we will in the future have so-called programmable money. This is not just the digital euro, it's more than that, because the digital euro is just there for assigning money to the owner. Programmable money is going much further, because you then can also program money such that smart contracts can be executed with the euro inside. Then on the left-hand side, you have central bank digital currencies, the abbreviation which typically is used CBDC. And there you have wholesale CBDCs, which will be used for interbank and security settlement. Then you have retail CBDC, that's for us as end users, private users, companies, public authorities. That's like the online banking account we all use today. And in the future, potentially, we might also have some kind of machine CBDC when the IoT, Internet of Things and machine economy is coming in a couple of years. Then most interestingly and most discussed these days are the so-called retail CBDCs. This can be splitted according to the BIS in the direct model, where we as human beings and as companies directly have an account with the central bank, but it's unlikely that we will have this model coming to us. Then on the other hand side, you have the indirect model, where we have basically as our contractual party, the classical bank, Sparkasse and so on, who is basically providing the digital euro to us. And there is an interesting hybrid model where the bank is basically not in charge of providing us with the euro, but at least they are administering the system. Also with bank, I now mean like commercial banks and so on. That's the CBDC path, which is basically initiated by the central bank. That's on the left-hand side. But there are also other possible ways of programmable money development. That's on the right-hand side. And here you see, for example, that private organizations can also issue money, not necessarily currencies, but money. The difference with a currency, we typically mean traditional currencies such as the euro, the US dollar, and so on. But money goes a little bit further. Money can also be a mode of exchange, which is not provided by the government. That's, for example, the MakerDAO project DAI, but this could potentially also be the Libra coin and so on. So therefore, it's written here that private organizations can issue money, not necessarily a currency. And now it gets interesting, and this is what we will talk about, because currencies can now issued by a regulated entity. This could be a commercial bank or e-money. This is apparently exactly what the Deutsche Bundesbank is not really promoting, but at least they would not have a problem with it if companies or banks are issuing regulated entity in terms of commercial bank money. But you could also, on the right-hand side, issue currencies or money as an unregulated entity. That's the so-called private stablecoins, where also the Ministry of Finance in Berlin has some problems with. That's private stablecoins backed by currencies, where you have like a very, very huge counterparty risk. Then also you have private stablecoins backed by crypto assets. That would be the MakerDAO project DAI. Potential private stablecoins backed by a currency basket, algorithmic stablecoins, and so on. This goes on. But I think that's a very good overview, such that we know what we are talking about